And we are back at Up North at 4. Today we are joined with Colette Sorgel, who is back with us again with a different title, Oneida County Supervisor Designee for the Broadband Committee. And of course, Tony Farrow, the Executive Director for Oneida County Economic Development. Thank you guys so much for coming on. Sorry, Jeff, if I'm hitting you. I'm trying to say hi to them.
We're so happy they're here.
Exactly. So thank you guys so much. Last time, Tony, you were in here about a month ago explaining what is going on with broadband and the Bead funding. So maybe if you would like to start off with that.
Yeah, so I can start with there. So right now in Oneida County, there's many different internet service providers laying fiber, which we're really excited about. There's a current grant in place for RDOF, which is one that's by the federal government, and right now that's with Spectrum Charter. And so you'll see those trucks there. And that with Colette and I, we don't have a lot of control over that because that's a federal funded grant. But right now we also have a situation that we had a $28 million program with Bug Tussle, and so that's going on as we speak. They're putting 225 miles of fiber in Oneida County, and now the third thing that's coming up is the Bead funding. And so that's what we're looking at right now to figure out what ISP we should support to bring internet service provider to the rest of the folks in Oneida County.
And it's so important because you have all these situations where people don't have fiber to the home. So when I taught at Nicolay College, I had hybrid classes where they could do part at home and part in classroom, and they'd still have to drive into campus because they didn't have that access anywhere in their community, or they'd have to go to the library or to a business. So we really need that there for that. Also, when I talk to small business owners, they wouldn't mind having their friends and family come up and stay, but they can't if they don't have any kind of high-speed access at home. So we really have a lot of challenges. So businesses, residential, hospitals, all of us need that high speed, and hopefully we can get that last grouping that we're looking for with some of this funding.
And Colette, economic is in your title. You know, this is meaningful stuff. Are there numbers attached to, if we build this out completely, what that means to our area?
There are.
There are.
Okay.
So we did a study back a few years ago, and it stated that people will stay here an extra 3 or 4 weeks out of the year because a lot of our homes here are second homes. 52% of the county is second homes, and that if we have high-speed internet, that there was a study done that they'll stay 3 to 4 weeks longer here. So that will be a lot of time for them to spend, do stuff at our restaurants and our businesses, and buy things. So it would be a big deal.
It's a lot of money. A lot of money.
And I know, Tony, you mentioned a little bit of that Bead funding. So how does this collaborate with everything that's going on?
So what we're doing is that we've actually Monday we spent most of the day looking at proposals from internet service providers, and we're really lucky in Oneida County, and the Broadband Committee in the past has done a really great job, and we're taking the torch and continuing on. And we had 4 internet service providers interested in bidding on receiving the Bead funding. So the Bead funding is federal money, but to get that Bead money, it's a grant, competitive grant. And so we control 12 points of this. So that's why the ISPs are putting their proposals to us and figuring out, if we'll support them. And by doing a resolution to the county board, that's 7 points. If we get the town to do some endorsement letters to them, that's another couple points. And if we get some residents to write that, we've had residents now come in and support things. So we can control 12 out of the 100 points of this. So it's a big deal. And so it's nice to see the response we're getting from the internet service providers.
Yeah, Colette, that's 4 ISPs who want this job, which gives all of us choices, right? What was it like to have that response from them?
Well, it's so nice to see that people want to help and work in our community, because that's the big thing. We've had hesitant people before, and we're trying to reach those places that were too high cost for other providers to build to. So we're going to go out to the west side of the county. We're going to do a little fill-in in different areas. But it's not going to be easy, and not all the providers will be able to give a price that they can afford to live with. So it'll be hard.
And there's more, of course, to go off of that and elaborate. There's also a application date coming up, and what's next, right? So after this break, we're going to get into that and talk more about that after this break.